And we're going to figure out who this murderer is. Under this very table, Byakuya was. First, I should investigate the top of the table. The only thing on top of this table that really catch my eye is this desk lamp. Looks like an antique lamp and it seems rather heavy. The power cord could have been connected to the outlet, so it would have been useless during the blackout. Other than that, there's nothing else on the table that really stands out to me, so now's not the time for me to flinch. I gotta do it. I let out a shout as if to encourage myself and quickly looked beneath the table. Immediately I noticed an unexplainable smell, like rusted iron hanging in the air. Enduring the stinging pain in the back of my eyes, I slowly shifted my gaze towards Byakuya's body. Byakuya Togami, the ultimate affluent prodigy. He was the kind of guy who said a lot of hurtful things, but he tried his best to lead everyone. Why did he have to end up like this? The only thing I can do right now, for Byakuya's sake, is to uncover the truth of his death. What is this? Looks like binoculars, but why is there a pair of binoculars under the table?
Hey,
Jimmy, those aren't binoculars. Eh, then what are they?
perhaps?
Those are probably night vision goggles. Night vision goggles? I've seen them at the supermarket on this island. They also stock self-defense kits too. If that's the case, did the killer use these night vision goggles to kill Byakuya during the blackout? Possibly. A bloody knife. Is this the weapon that killed Byakuya? Hold on. How'd the killer bring this knife to the dining hall in the first place? Byakuya thoroughly patted down everyone and thoroughly inspected every corner of this old building. And all of the confiscated dangerous items were supposed to be placed in that beryllium case. Is it possible they stole the knife from that case? Or they hid it somewhere hard to find? Also, there's one more thing about this knife that's strange. There's some kind of paint that has been applied to the hilt. In a dim light beneath the table, it seems to glow dully. Could this be glowing paint? Huh. Oh, something stuck to the back of the table. Is this duct tape? Seems to be paint applied to the non-sticky side of duct tape. In the dim light beneath the table, it seems to glow dully. Could this be glowing paint? Body is collapsed face down under the table, as if he was in the middle of attempting something. It looks like he was, according to the Monokuma file, he was stabbed repeatedly between the throat and abdominal region. Repeatedly stabbed. Would one of us really do something so horrible? The blood flowing from Byakuya's body formed a huge pool under the table. That's a lot of blood. There's blood splattered everywhere. Even the inner side of the tablecloth is covered in blood. Blood might have splattered all over the place when he got stabbed. But there doesn't seem to be any drag marks leading from the blood pool. I'm sure I've pretty much investigated what's under the table. Despite the fact that it's just me, I think I'm working pretty hard. Even if it's just a little, I'm sure we're getting close to the truth behind Byakuya's death. Ah, this is the metal case Byakuya had with him. I believe he said it was made of beryllium. The last time I saw it was closed, but there are a lot of odd things inside this case, like a nightstick and pepper spray. What's this? A hard plastic case. But it's just the case and it's empty inside. I wonder what was inside it. The one thing that really catches my attention. The smart key. Must be the key to the other Derelium case. That other case was in the office, and all of the collected dangerous items were inside of it. If the key to that Derelium case is right here, then it's unlikely the murder weapon used to kill Byakuya was in that case, which means the weapon inside the Derelium case aren't related to the murder weapon, Byakuya's murder. Even so, I don't get it. Why did Byakuya have this Derelium case in the first place? A case packed with all these security equipment. Maybe he was being extra cautious just in case? No, that can't be right. That's way too overboard. Could he have known something was going to happen beforehand? And because of that, he went to all this trouble to be extra careful? Okay, it's just same text. Huh.
Hey.
Hey, Hajime, there's something I want to run by you. Before the blackout occurred, Byakuya was in the dining hall with the rest of us, right? Yeah, that's right. Now, if Byakuya's dead body was discovered after the blackout, then don't you think he died during the blackout? I don't know how to mention it. But why was Byakuya's body under a table? Even if the killer tried to kill him, it's not like he would have stayed hidden forever. Isn't it confusing? You're absolutely right. It seems finding out exactly what happened during the blackout is key to solving the mystery. There's no way I'd know. It was so dark during that blackout I couldn't see a thing.
That's not it.
Although if seeing was impossible, then there's a possibility someone may have heard something. You're talking about her? She's not in this room. Okay. I must investigate my classmate's body. Yes, I'm the one with no medical knowledge. That's why I need to do it. To do it somehow. Before you start, why don't you calm down a bit? You're right. I need to calm down first. If I'm careless enough as it is. That's pretty obvious from how you fell earlier. I'm terribly sorry about that, for showing you something so unsightly. You made me remember it again. I made such a fool of myself in front of everyone. Forget about making a fool of yourself. How in the world did you end up like that? Well, I got startled by the blackout and slipped on the carpet. And once I was struggling to get back up. It's so embarrassing. But please erase it from your memory. Even if you ask me, I won't be able to forget it so easily. Sorry. I can't stand it. Why is that a... interesting. Why would that be a truth bullet? Oh, Hellhound Earring, answer my call.
Impossible!
Is this effort futile as well? Hey, are you still looking for that earring you dropped?
You!
It is not a mere earring. It is the Hellhound Earring.
Fine.
Long ago in a faraway land, a beast known as the Hellhound was feared by all, even by he who summoned it. Now this is certainly random. The Hellhound tore its way through innumerable battlefields, its fangs glistening with blood, and its drenched blood-red fur would dry in the howling winds of loneliness. When I finally tamed that diabolical beast, I received an earring to commemorate that event.
Shiver.
The Hellhound Earring. So that I may never forget the night I battled that fearsome Pomeranian. I wear that earring at all times. Was that really about a freaking Pomeranian? I understand it's important to you, but for now, we need to investigate.
I won't let you!
Where is it? Where did it disappear to? Maybe it fell underneath the floor? The carpet didn't cover the whole floor, and it might have fallen through the gaps between the exposed floorboards. Ha ha! So that's what transpired. Such a clever little bauble. Gundam laughed uproariously as he walked toward the wall and pressed his head against the gaps in the floor. He peered beneath the floorboards.
I can see it!
Ah, there it is. I found it. Truly, that is the Hellhound earring. It seems God exists for my benefit. I see. Good for you.
Let me ask.
However, how do I recover it? I cannot fit my arm through this opening. Where I use a tool, it would probably not reach either. Maybe you should just give up.
What?
Give up? What? The world? I mean, give up on the earring.
You!
Fool, have you not realized yet? The world will come to an end if the human race were to lose that earring. You humans are so satisfied with your clothing yourselves in layers of false knowledge.
If you flinch, you will die!
But even with all those layers, you will still not survive the winter. Why am I being scolded?
Fine.
'Twas foolish of me to rely on you fools. Fine, I will do something about it on my own. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must go save the world. He wants that earring back by any means necessary. His determination is truly inspiring. But it'd be nice if he actually helped with the investigation. Mahiro, are you alright? Yeah, I'm fine.
What's going on?
Is that what you expected me to say? Because I feel terrible. One minute Byakuya is alive and well, and in an instant something awful suddenly happens. Of course I'm not fine. And not only that, but whoever killed him is one of us, right? That hasn't been determined yet. It's already been determined. You've already accepted it, haven't you?
This is the worst.
That we have to find out who the killer is? Find out which friend killed our friend? I don't like it either, but we won't survive if we don't go through with it. It's not just for yourself. We have to do this to protect all of us. If only I had acted calmer during the blackout, Byakuya might still be alive.
This is the worst.
This whole thing wouldn't have happened. Stop blaming yourself. Nothing good will come of it.
Jeez.
Ah, jeez. Getting cheered up by a boy isn't like me at all.
Got it?
Hey, Jime. Forget what I just said. Got it? Yeah, fine. That's fine. I got it. Anyway, I won't dwell on it now. I can't become a burden to everyone. Plus, there might be a clue that only I have access to. A clue?
Hey.
Photos. This is the one I just took before the blackout, remember? Oh yeah, the pictures. Want to see them? I have a digital camera so I can show them to you right now. Really? Please. Let's see, this is this photo. And this one. Okay. Took these two photos right before the blackout, but huh? Is something wrong? I didn't realize it until just now. Before the blackout, Byakuya was standing in a totally different place than where we found him. Wasn't his body under that table with the lamp on top of it? The one underneath the monitor? Prior to that, Byakuya was standing along the wall farthest away from that table. You're right, that's pretty far. There's something. Everyone's standing position before the blackout might be a huge clue. Hey, can you approximate everybody's standing position from these photos? I was thinking the same thing. It'd be hard to understand from the photos alone, so it might be better for me to plot it out. Would that actually provide a clue? I don't know yet, but I feel like it could.
Leave it to me.
Got it. Leave it to me then. That's pretty much the only job I can do anyway. Thank you. Alright, now that that's decided,
You better do your best.
you better work hard on your investigation too. How much longer are you planning to stand around?
Do you understand?
Do you understand? You gotta find out how Byakuya died. Yeah, I know, but it's good she's all fired up now, but she's a totally different person than when she was feeling down. It's a huge table. There's nothing much out of the ordinary. There's a lot of fancy looking party dishes. In the end, nobody really ate that much. I can imagine these are related to the incident. Why are the windows covered with iron plates? Does it have something to do with the renovation project? No, worrying about that is a waste of time. It doesn't have anything to do with Byakuya's death anyway. A remote-controlled air conditioner. An air conditioner? Could it be? Hey, all of you. Why can't you act a little more grown up? What was that sound just now? Oh. This air conditioner is probably the only machine inside this room. And the air conditioner is remote controlled. The timer is set to 11:30. Pretty sure Byakuya's time of death was around the same time. So that means that mechanical sound came before the blackout. It probably came from the air conditioner. My flashes of inspiration aren't as bad as I thought. Huh. Now then, where else should I go to investigate?
Hajime.
Hajime, one moment. What is it?
Hey.
When we're finished with the investigation here, would you like to hear what everyone has to say? If I go by myself, some people might not talk to me out of caution. Well, we've been told that one of us is the killer. It can't be helped if everyone's on edge right now. But why me? Yeah, you're easy to talk to, and I feel like you have a similar scent. You have a scent similar to mine. We both arbor special feelings towards Hope Peak Academy, isn't that right? Well, yeah, but fine. If we're going together, let's get on with it. There's no time for idle chit chat.
Thanks.
I'm glad. It'll be a great help. Special feelings, huh? Even so, what he said about us being similar, I don't think I agree.
Now then.
I guess for now, we should search the inside of this old building and listen for what others have to say. Not just the dining hall. I think we should consider the whole building at the scene of the crime. After all, the blackout took place at the time. At the time would have happened throughout the entire building. Yeah, you're right. Okay. First thing I'm gonna. Whoa! Hi. Hi, Ibuki. How you doing?
I see.
Apparently,
I
a great
see.
man once said investigation should be done on foot.
Yes.
So that's why I'm also using my feet. I'm just walking around for no particular reason. If there's no reason, then there's no meaning.
Hey.
Hey, Jime, I just realized something. Could she by chance know what happened during the blackout? Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing.
Are you serious?
Huh? How'd you know? So, did you hear us? Even though Hajime and I were talking pretty softly just now? Yeah, that's not the only... not only do I have perfect face, style, and personality, but I also have perfect ears. I see. If your hearing is so good, maybe you heard what actually happened during the blackout.
Hey.
When the blackout happened, could you hear everybody's voice throughout the dining hall, right? We couldn't tell, but you would have been able to make out who's who, right? And leave it to Ibuki. It'll be easy as fried rice with gravy. Huh? I'll heartily eat it for breakfast.
I see.
You mean it'll be as easy as pie, except eating fried rice with gravy for breakfast is kind of heavy. Any fried rice isn't fried rice with gravy is so wrong. She should make a metaphor with a more common type of fried rice, like egg fried rice or lettuce fried rice. Anyway, can you Anyway, can you tell us what you heard?
I got it!
Leave it to me. I'm gonna take a bite out of you.
Yep.
If you tell us, I'll let you bite Hajime later. Stop it. What if she takes you seriously?
Aww.
Let's see. The first person who raised their voice during the blackout was... That's right. It was Mihiru.
It's a blackout!
Next was Kazuchi's voice. And the next was voice... And then the next voice was mine.
Hey, I can't see anything.
It's pitch black! My future is pitch black!
Haha, what a nice remark I made. It's to the point and had its own unique charm. Just continue. Then there were more voices, one after another.
Everyone, calm down! We gotta stay calm in a situation like this. Ah! Don't step on my feet!
What the hell? What's going on here? This is... Ow!
Turn the damn lights on! I can't eat like this, you know!
You guys? Where are you? Wasn't the blackout just in the kitchen?
Perhaps the breaker overloaded?
Hold on a sec. I'll go along the wall and do something about it.
Alrighty, that's pretty much it. Aren't I awesome? Praise me, give me lots of praise. I heard you the first time. Seriously, don't get any closer. And you get out, say something to her. Hey, did something happen? No, I was just thinking about what Byakuya said during the blackout. What Byakuya said?
Hey,
Why did he say something like that? Rather, why was he able to say something like that? What the hell? What's going on here? And this is... What do you mean? About that, why don't we discuss it after we've investigated a little more? For now, I can't really say anything for certain. Well, it's not like I really care.
yep.
Anyway, don't you think Ibuki's account just now is an important clue that will lead us to the truth? Then praise me! Let me bite you! Ouch! Are you really biting me? Okay. Ibuki's a little weird. I kind of like her though.
Hajime.
The old building's circuit breaker should be inside this office. Circuit breaker, huh? It might be related to the blackout. So it's better if we check out the circuit breaker first. That must be the old building's circuit breaker. The blackout probably happened because of this.
I see.
It doesn't look like anyone did anything to it. Nothing else looks suspicious either. The circuit breaker is pretty high up. Even if you were to use a stepladder, you won't be able to reach it. Yeah, I totally agree with you. That's why it's so mysterious. Well, during the blackout, I was panicking so bad I forgot about that, but you're right. Even with a stepladder, there's no way you'd be able to reach that circuit breaker. Which means someone must have reset the breaker after the blackout, but who? I did!
Whoa!
What? It's here?
Actually,
You idiots had no idea what to do about the blackout. So I'm the one who reset the circuit breaker.
by the way,
By the way, I'm not the one who tripped the breaker. The killer did that, of course. But how did someone as small as you reset the breaker?
hey,
Well, firstly, my eyes work real good at night, so I don't have trouble seeing in the dark. And if you want to know how I reach the circuit breaker, my body stretches. You know, I'm very elastic.
I won't be fooled.
Liar.
it's true.
Seriously? I'm serious. You want to see? Want to see a version of Monokuma with his body all stretched out? It's gross. It's grotesque. No thanks. Just imagining it makes me want to puke. Oh, really? Such a shame.
So cool.
Still. Don't you think Monokuma is such a nice guy? In a popularity contest, he'd take first place.
I see.
What the hell? So he's the one who reset the breaker? Well, in that case, I'm convinced. There's no way we'd be able to reach that. If that's the case, then how did the killer trip the circuit breaker? If they didn't trip the breaker or set it to be tripped. I can already tell you doubt me, correct? Huh? However, it does not surprise me. As expected, blackout occurred, and during that time, Byakuya was killed.
Anyway,
Circuit breaker is in this office, naturally. I looked suspicious because I was supposed to be here.
Wait,
Supposed to be here? What does that mean?
I see.
So I was right. You weren't in the office. But why? Weren't you supposed to guard the circuit breaker and the beryllium case with all the weapons in it?
Huh?
So where'd you run off to on your own?
well,
Well, that is... Pico suddenly dropped to one knee and started crying on the spot. Hey, what happened? No, I'm just not feeling too well. I apologize. Excuse me.
What the heck?
Excuse me, what was that?
Hey,
Pecco, it appears the bathroom inside this building is currently occupied, so I recommend either the hotel lobby or your cottage. Huh? It seems like it will be a tough path. With cold sweat dripping from her forehead, Pico wobbled out of the office. What happened to her? And it's kind of hard for me to say it myself, but I feel real bad enough for Pekka as it is. What does that mean?
huh?
I mean, is it cool? She didn't, like, run away or something.
That's right.
Because if she ran away, she's obviously the killer. I'm almost positive. Is that really what it is? This beryllium case. It should contain all the dangerous items Byakuya collected.
Hey,
Maybe we should check inside, just to be safe. But it's locked.
yep.
Byakuya had the key to this particular beryllium case with him. Check it out. I brought it with me, so there's no need to worry. Hey, is it okay to take that key without permission?
Now.
It's forbidden to tamper with a crime scene, but if we don't, we can't check what's inside this case, right? So we should open it. This guy, he doesn't feel any remorse.
See?
See, it's open. Forks, kitchen knives, iron skewers, and various tools are all crammed inside. But it's not possible that the killer took anything from here, because the key to the case was inside the case Byakuya had with him. I guess you're right about that. Hey, where did Pekka go? She looked pretty pale.
Wow.
Well, if she made it, then I'm sure she's fine. Beyond that, it'd be improper for me to say. Huh? I guess I could talk and check this out. Is this the desk they use, the staff use for busy work? There's nothing in particular that catches my eye.
Maybe.
Hey, isn't Pekka the killer? Why do you think that?
I mean.
Well, she wandered off somewhere, even though she was supposed to be in the office. When we were looking for Byakuya after the blackout, I went to the office right away, but when I got there, she wasn't gone. She was
Well.
gone. I shouldn't say this to Dottie, or else Miss Sonia will yell at me. Pekka's probably the one who tripped the circuit breaker and used the blackout to her advantage to kill Byakuya.
Hey.
But don't you think she looks kind of ruthless too? Like an assassin, right? Well, it's not like you look any better. Wait, what else is there? Oh, the AC controller. This remote control is for the office's air conditioner. The timer is set for 11:30. Wasn't the timer in the dining hall also set for that time? Can't be a coincidence, right? Okay.
Now then.
I guess we're done with the office, don't you think so? You should get going for now. Hey, were you in the kitchen during the blackout, Teru? That blackout totally startled me. At first I thought it was just in the kitchen, but when I finally managed to get out of the kitchen, the hallway was pitch black too. And then I heard everyone's voices, so I fumbled along the wall and tried to feel my way up to the dining hall. But that place was pitch black too. It was like pitch black everywhere. Couldn't you have used the kitchen stove as a light?
No, 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 no.
Ah, that's impossible. This gas stove needs electricity to work, so it was directly affected by the blackout. I see. I guess it's not possible. Since you work with fire in the kitchen, I figured you'd be able to use it as a light source or something, but I guess it's not that easy. Isn't it amazing?
Well, guess that's about it.
I'd never be able to get meat like this in my hometown, much less Iora or Zabu. I get it, you don't have to repeat yourself. But it's so big, where did you get it? It's Nekomaru. Apparently he killed a cow at the ranch with his bare hands and brought it over here. His bare hands? It's a little hard to believe, but it doesn't seem to be completely impossible either. Those hands of his, they do look like they're specialized at punching things. I wouldn't want to get punched by those hands. Seriously, Nekomaru's so wild. He's totally right at home in a country setting. I'm so jealous. My old town is near Ayama and Azuba, so wild country of things like that, they just slip by my mind, you know that?
Man.
I guess this meat has gone to waste since this awfulness happened right when the party was starting. The only ones who ever ate food were Akane and Peko, who took some portions for herself.
Eh?
Don't say that. After I worked so hard to cook the world's most refined party dishes, only 2 people actually tasted them?
To tell you the truth.
Well, it's not like I actually believe it, but if there is really a killer out there, I'll probably never be able to forgive that killer. He's scary when he's mad.
Hey,
Since we've come all this way, let's investigate this area just for the heck of it. There might be a chance there's some sort of clue here. Seriously, that blackout totally startled me. Yeah. Well, just from reading this list, looks like the knife next to Byakuya's body didn't come from the kitchen. It appears to have been brought from outside. From outside? Then how did the killer get past Byakuya's body check?
that's weird.
Strange, isn't it? I mean, he didn't even go easy on the girls when he was performing the pat downs. If that's the case, they probably brought the knife in advance and hid it somewhere. That's what I was thinking. Still, it's surprising how much equipment this kitchen has. The iron plates for barbecuing, and even the portable stove for cooking hot pots. But this is all stuff that doesn't pertain to the murder, so I guess it doesn't really matter. I agree.
You're right.
Huh.